TikTok. Debate number 2, okay? This one got crazy. This one got low down and dirty shame, okay? Um, this woman got caught up in her lies. It's clear as day. Massachusetts, get out and vote, okay? This is video number 2. I'm not even going to talk too much. It's a shame what's going on, and it's a shame that we've been held back by the people who's supposed to have our best interests. And that is the SEC, that is people like Congress, that is people in the Senate. Unfortunately, guys, we gotta get out with the old and with the new. But I'm not gonna get on my rant. Let's get right into this. Massachusetts, get out and vote. Replace Senator Elizabeth Warren. We want John Deaton. He is the one for the future, okay? She is too old. She is in her ways. Too many people in her pocket. It's too much going on, okay? We need a new slate, all right? Let's get to this video.
Necessarily gained high ground on Senator Warren. Sneak peek, I think he did a lot better on this one. Let me go to clip 1 where he is basically calling out Senator Warren. Take a look.
She's talks about trust, yet she's proven to be corrupt in Washington. Senator, are you going to address the fact that she sits on the banking committee and Gary Gensler, who she's supposed to oversee and keep responsible, hold him accountable, she gave him not only the questions, but the answers to what she was going to say. She said, here, I'm going to ask you these questions under oath, and I want you to give these answers, okay? And then he did it. And then Senator Warren gets on TV and says, don't take my word for it. Gary Gensler said it. When she's the one that told him. That is corruption to its core. And I could convict Senator Warren like that on this. And I hope she addresses that, because, Senator, you were a law professor, and I'm going to ask you, when you give the student the exam and the answers and then give that student an A, would that professor get fired?
Your minute, Senator.
So let's start with healthcare, where this question started.
You're not going to deal with Gary Gensler?
Let's start with healthcare, where this started.
Exactly.
And
Nice move there, John. And of course, exactly is the case right now with on his side on this one. She goes into the Chevron doctrine. You guys know what I'm talking about with the Chevron deference, and that's all about government overreach. And we talk about this a lot. That has been overturned. And here's what Warren had to say.
Why do you think these 2 rulings are so dangerous?
the Chevron doctrine, a little bit down in the weeds here, but the basic notion is that our agencies need to be able to do their work. So, for example, the Environmental Protection Agency needs to be able to set clean air standards. The Department of Education, Department of Transportation.
Notice the agency that Senator Warren didn't bring up was the Securities Exchange Commission. I literally looked her in the face and respectfully said that she's corrupt. She had Gary Gensler, who oversees the Securities Exchange Commission, the chairman. She's supposed to hold him accountable. So what she did is, because she had a specific agenda in mind, she said, and this is proven by FOIA request, that here are my questions I'm going to ask you to an upcoming hearing under oath, and here's what I want you to say. And then she asked those exact questions, and he gave those exact answers, and they're not truthful. Then Senator Warren goes on CNBC and other stations and says, hey, don't take my word for it. Take the word of the regulator, the expert, who's Gary Gensler, who taught at MIT. They were her words. She told him what to say. And Chevron ended that. It ended the regulatory capture from senators that are like Senator Warren, who don't care about the truth, but only care about a specific agenda. She is absolutely guilty of that. And it may seem harsh for me to say it, but it's the truth. And she didn't even respond to it. Maybe now she'll explain to America why that's not corruption.
Senator Warren, you got a minute, and then we go back to you, Mr. Deaton, for a minute.
So Mr. Deaton is just spinning this whole fantasy story. Nobody said anything that was untruthful, and Mr. Deaton has no evidence of that.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. There might be a little bit of evidence out there. Sometimes these things just come back and bite you in the butt. Take a look.
Quote, let me know if it's looking like the chair has any issue with the framing of the questions. Definitely don't want to put him in a tough spot. Senator Warren asked almost verbatim from the email.
Chair Gensler, advocates say crypto markets are all about financial inclusion, but the people who are most economically vulnerable are the ones who are most likely to have to withdraw their money the fastest when the market drops. Does this sound like the path to financial inclusion to you?
Oh, man, the burn. I can feel it coming out of the swamp right now. It's just burning. Well, we got a little bit more. Deaton defends XRP holders again. Take a look.
There's a reason that Mr. Deaton is very, very, very focused on the SEC. When they go out and make wild claims about investments and how it's a great investment to buy crypto, Gary Gensler has been pushing back on that and has held these crypto multi-billionaires accountable. But when we've got the guy who follows the 80, 90, 100 rule, it means that we're not going to have somebody who's going to support the SEC in trying to do their job.
I sued the United States government because they hurt small-time investors. And you want to know, it went viral. 75,000 individual token holders, not billionaires, people that have $5,000 invested, okay, $2,000 invested. They joined me. 627 of them here live in Massachusetts. I said that XRP token was legal. The SEC said it wasn't, and Judge Annalisa Torres, who was appointed by Barack Obama, agreed with me, cited my work, cited the affidavits that I submitted to the court, and ruled in my favor and said Deaton is right, and it gave relief to these individual token holders.
So,
God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy.